too, so we're celebrating together. So the gal who just said she's from Vegas.
Thank you.
I'll put it.
You can put it.
Nice.
I don't know what's happening.
We got birthed the same time. Well, Danielle's a few months older than me. Right?
Okay, we are live on YouTube.
Hi, Nikki.
Yay!
Perfect.
Everybody's getting locked
This is
on.
me in charge of technology, so we could.
Well,
be in
I'm on, but
trouble.
I don't think they know it.
Oh, I hear your mom.
I do too.
Here I am.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, guys.
I don't see your
Turn it
face.
up.
Where are you?
I don't see where you are either.
April.
Are you on the iPad?
I'm on my iPad. I got it on. I've been watching you guys.
You have your camera off.
I do?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We don't see your face.
How do
Oh,
we
wait, here comes Dad. He says he knows how to do it.
It
Oh,
takes
yeah?
a village.
Gotta love
It takes a
technology.
village. Seriously.
Like that's
We're
the one
impressed.
who's gonna solve the technology.
That's right. Let me tell you.
Mom, guess who's on?
Sharon and Lou, I saw them.
Yeah, but guess who else?
I
How
don't
come we're
know.
not seeing your mom?
Rosie Hanson. That's not her last name anymore, but
What?
So we're not.
I don't know how to pronounce the new last name.
Hi,
don't-
Rosie.
am I- can you hear
wherever
me?
you are. Oh, there she is. Hey. I see you, but nobody sees me.
I know. I don't know what. Oh, this is a YouTube thing. How come you didn't do this in a meeting thing? It's so
Oh, we're
much
on
easier.
You're
Hang
on
on.
Zoom right now, Dad. You're not on.
Hang on, we're on Zoom, Bill.
I know you're on Zoom.
But he's confused. Should I go out and come
Hold
back?
on. No, I'm gonna try
No,
something.
you
Hold
get rid
on.
of Danielle.
Hold on, man. Let me try something.
I love your parents, Danielle.
Don't forget, everybody, I can see all your faces and your eyes rolling.
Best part of this whole thing.
I can't see.
We love you. We just can't see you.
We can't see Bill.
It's much fun. in
Oh,
person.
Jolene. Yeah, I see Cindy too. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Jolene.
Why is it?
Oh,
This
I
just
don't
is
know.
weird. It's like fun in person.
I'll go out and come back in.
Jessica.
That's always.
Yeah, it's not letting me to do it. We're gonna go by and we'll.
How do
be
we
back.
make it so more people are in here?
I'm adding.
There's a
I'm
gallery
adding.
view at the top.
Hi, Auntie Eileen.
Hi, Eileen.
Hi. I can't see you. No.
Mom
Okay.
is here. Oh my gosh. Jessica. Hi, Jessica.
Oh, there you go.
It was me.
There we go.
There
It was
they are.
me.
Mr. and Mrs.
It
America.
was
They're
me.
here. Okay.
Right.
Oh, there.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Yay, April and Danielle.
Thank
There they
you.
are.
And Sharon
Oh,
Lure and
yeah.
Flagstaff. That's
Here.
awesome.
I see her
Hi,
name.
Rosie. Wherever you
Hi,
went.
John. Hi, Joe.
Hey,
Hi, Bill.
how are you?
How are you?
Hanging in there. How are you?
Good.
Hi, Sharon. Hi, Lou.
I love this.
Hi, we can't see you yet. There we go.
Yay. Danielle, is Ngozi your neighbor?
What was that?
Is Ngozi your neighbor?
Yes.
I remember her. I just saw her name come on.
Hey, girl. Aw.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you joined. I know you were in Kaiser all day, so.
Yeah, and I'm home like pumping, so I'm trying to show only my face and be appropriate.
He was a little baby, and I think he's in NICU, right?
Yeah, he's in NICU in Roseville, so I've been there all day.
Okay.
Wow. Oh my God.
So there are no rules that say you have to be any kind of anything except here. You're amazing.
Exactly.
Rosie, do
You
you
get to wear your
remember?
jammies.
I'm Lisa. I'm waving at you. We
Yeah,
had
I remember you.
we had a weird lunch in that weird little cafe.
I totally remember you.
It was the weirdest, like, oh, let's go for coffee at the weirdest, like, bar / Denny's /
I had a salad. It was just weird.
It was weird, and I drive by there all the time.
I do too, and I'm like, that was the weirdest place. Why is it still here?
A bar in Denny's? Did I say?
Yeah,
Okay.
in Westpac, it was just a weird combination.
I'm gonna say.
It was a bad Google search.
We were trying to find coffee. It was not happening. Okay, It is officially like after 7:30. So we are going to get started because we have so much celebrating to do tonight. Oh my gosh. I'm going to mute all. And so we'll unmute the participants as they are coming back in. But gang, we just have such exciting things to talk about tonight. And so I will just say hello. I am Lisa. I birthed these two women that we are celebrating tonight, and I've never looked better. So tonight we celebrate so many things. We are celebrating courage. Somebody else. April, can you watch the waiting list? Because I think I just
I'll watch the wait room.
We are celebrating courage. We're celebrating promotion. We're celebrating working through fear. We are celebrating new cars earned. You can scream for that where you are. We are celebrating supplemental income. We're celebrating releasing 12 streams of income to these women. We are celebrating joy and hope and personal growth and sisterhood. And we freely share it with you. And we are so excited for our friends, for our family, for our guests who are joining in, celebrating, not being fully sure what they are watching, but you're just like, this is a lot of people really excited. And so we're just so glad you're here. Tonight, we celebrate two new leaders, Danielle and April, and their incredible tribes. Gang, I am so excited to find out tonight how many states we are representing. We are on Zoom, we are on YouTube. And so if you can put in the chat feature, if you're on Zoom with us, tell us what state you are watching from. And if you're in YouTube, put the comments there. Tell us what state you're watching from, because I'm in Tennessee, April's in Nevada, Danielle's in California, September's in Texas, Jody is in Missouri. I hope I got that right. Gang, this is so exciting. Like, we are so excited to have these many people celebrating and checking us out tonight. I think we are frozen on YouTube. This is probably not a good thing. Okay. We'll figure that out.
I think we just have so many people hopping on here that's like slowing.
We are frozen and we all have weird looks. So hopefully that will, it says we're still live. So are you guys ready? Are you so ready? We even have more people coming on. So thank you to our clients, our friends, our family. Thank you for celebrating these women. Thank you for hosting parties for them. Thank you for buying Mary Kay. Thank you for loving our products. Thank you for encouraging them, because this is such a big deal. Okay, so normally in Mary Kay, we have 6 areas of celebration. We have 6 promotions and debuts in our company. We have a celebration for a new beauty consultant. We have a celebration when she gets her first promotion and she promotes herself to Star Team Builder, which isn't going to mean a whole lot to most of you, except it's our first entry level of leadership. We have our 3rd promotion when she earns her first career car. We have our 4th promotion when she promotes herself to the top 2% of the company, called sales director. We have our 5th promotion when she becomes a national sales director, which I will tell you, these 2 women right here, these 2 power partners we're celebrating tonight, along with their units, watch them. They will be there in the next 2 to 3 years, guaranteed. And the 6th promotion is when that woman retires and she becomes an emeritus national sales director. Tonight, we are celebrating 3 big promotions tonight. We are celebrating 3 promotions because these women have taken themselves in this pandemic from the position of Star Team Builder, which is our entry-level leadership position. They have earned cars and they have promoted themselves to the top 2% of this company. And gang, all in a pandemic. We are so excited to share them with you, to share their journeys with you, and just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. And whoever you are here celebrating tonight, or if you are a guest of another beauty consultant who invited you. Oh, are we moving? Okay, good. There's motion. My screen was just frozen. So all is well on YouTube. All is well. So tonight we have some exciting things. We have my girlfriends, Jody, and we have my girlfriends in September, and they're April and Danielle's girlfriends too, right? And we get to hear from them tonight, in addition to our brand new leaders and their incredible units. And what you get to see here is the ability to rise up and celebrate no matter what is going on in the world. We get to be entrepreneurs, and our greatest joy is welcoming women and celebrating them when they reach out and they are courageous. So right now, I get the privilege and the pleasure of introducing you to our first friend who's going to be sharing tonight. We're going to have one of our speakers go first, because most of our brand new debuting units are on the West Coast, and it's early for them, and they're still getting off work. It's a little later here in the middle of the country. So we are going to hear from the beautiful Jody Reed. Jody, every time I see your hair, I absolutely love it. So I just asked you to unmute. Let me tell you a few fun things about Jody Reed. Jody began her Mary Kay business in April of 2011. She earned her first Mary Kay car in April of 2013, and she debuted as a sales director in August of that same year. She has earned 7 cars, and this 7th one is her very first pink Cadillac. Jody has earned an all expense paid cruise to the Bahamas for 2, and she was upgraded to a balcony room because she's just that big of a deal. Her highest monthly commission check has been $11,200. I know both of our directors are like, I received that. I can't wait for that to have my name on it, which when you add in the profit from her personal sales that month, she received in excess of $13,000 in 1 month. Jody holds a bachelor's degree in studio art painting and art history, as well as a music minor in vocal performance. And we just got to spend an incredible retreat time with her. And I will tell you, I think she's a major in vocal performance also. Oh my gosh, we were so blessed. She is married to Dustin, who, because of Mary Kay, got to retire from his career in architecture to stay home with their kiddos. They have a 10-year-old daughter, Lucy, and a 4-year-old son, Gabriel. And let me make you the spotlight video, my beautiful friend. Thank you so much for being here.
Hey, everyone. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I'm so excited to be here and so excited to celebrate April and Danielle. And I just have to tell you guys what a huge deal this is. And I know we've got friends and family members and customers and people who maybe have never even really gotten to take a look inside the world of Mary Kay. And I have to tell you, this is a huge deal that they have accomplished. And we are so excited for them. Faith shows the reality of what we hope for, the evidence of things we cannot see. Hebrews 11:1. And these 2 women stepped out in faith. They stepped out in faith, and they had a vision for their life of something more. And they knew that they had to take a chance and do something different. And they stepped into their belief through Mary Kay to fill an area of their life where they wanted more. And congratulations to both of you. Soak in this minute. Breathe it in, inhale it. You guys have earned it. You have visualized this. You have dreamed of this moment for so long, and it is here, and you did it. Pinch yourself. It's real. You really made it happen. And I'm just so excited. And for all of you watching tonight, I just want to invite you and welcome you into our pink bubble of Mary Kay. And I want you to know that as we celebrate these women, that I believe that you are here with us for a reason. You're here with us for a reason. And I know that there is something that you're supposed to get tonight and to take with you. And so I just invite you, no matter what the reason was that you decided to watch tonight, is to open your minds, open your heart, and be in a place to receive more. Be in a place to receive more, because this is all about possibilities. Mary Kay isn't an anointed company. I think a lot of us would agree. It is anointed, and it shape shifts into the lives of women, and it helps them to meet their needs, whatever they are in their life. And I think that's going to be an overarching theme that you will see tonight through everyone's story, is that it morphs into what they needed when they needed it. And so when I started my Mary Kay business, 9.5 years ago, I came in for just some extra income. I also was in a place where I desperately needed confidence. I'd been through a lot of tough life stuff and lost sight so much who I am and what I was good at, and the purpose of my life. And you guys, through my Mary Kay business, I started to get to be encouraged and have people speak life into me, have them tell me that my dreams were important and that I could have whatever my mind could imagine. You guys, it ignites that in women, and it was so amazing. And I transitioned my business to be other things too as I went along. It went from my side hustle to being my overnight full-time income, when I found myself literally suddenly one day to the next, all of a sudden, a single mom. I was able to transition my side hustle income into a full-time business where I was able to have my cake and eat it too, to be the hands-on mom that I wanted to be, but still provide for my daughter and I in the way that we needed financially. And I had choices. I also had this community of women around me. And that was one of the most beautiful gifts I've ever received, are the women that you make friends with in company, that it's a community where they tell you and praise you for what you're good at, and they build that confidence in you, and they challenge you not just to stay the same, but to take your next step to be even better. So amazing. And you guys, it transitioned through my life in so many different ways. My daughter and I, we did marry our Prince Charming 7 years ago. We've got our little boy now, and my husband got to be a stay-at-home dad. He retired at 35 years old from architecture and engineering because of Mary Kay, that we get to, be both home with our kids and raise them together and have our, cake and eat it too. That is the theme tonight, you guys, is you can have it all. You can design your life with what's important to you, and you can have the income that your family deserves while still giving the attention and the time and the best of you for them too, that they also deserve. And so I just want to invite you to take a look at what Mary Kay provides. And you guys, I've worked it through lots of seasons. And this year, I think we all can imagine, it's been a crazy year, hasn't it? I don't think any of us would say, oh, 2020 was kind of boring, right? None of us would. And, I'm so grateful even now more than ever for what Mary Kay provides to women. And you guys, I have found that there are 3 things right now in today's world that women truly need, that they truly need, that Mary Kay provides. Okay. And the first one is income and being able to provide for your family. You guys, no one has been untouched by this pandemic, and none of us have thought, oh, I probably don't need extra income just in case. I probably don't need a nest egg. No way, you guys. We all are just like, okay, how can we have a little more safety and security for our families? Women need more income and the ability to make it in a creative way from home. And Mary Kay, thankfully, we have been able to totally go virtual. How cool is this event that we are all over the country, but we're together, you guys? And it's like geography doesn't even have to really exist anymore, because we can still be together. So the other thing, number 2, that women in this environment, in this world, need more than ever is community and friendships. community and friendships, in a world of social distancing, in a world of our faces covered with masks. We need a place where we can let down our guard and be together and have depth and commitment in friendships and community. And in Mary Kay, women get that. No matter how part-time someone comes into our company, they are embraced, and they are not, their value is not on how much they sell or how well they do. It is on who you are and getting to just be accepted, and you are part of a family in Mary Kay. And it's a place where we focus on the positive. We focus on possibilities. We focus on potential and growth. And what an exciting opposite thing to get to focus on. What a gift. And number 3, that women need in this environment today, now more than ever, is significance. The ability to make an impact and leave a legacy. We still want something important, something to know that we are making a difference. And with the gift of Mary Kay, what you're going to get to hear from April and Danielle is that the only way they made it to the very top 2% of this company is because they took the most women with them, and they have impacted so many lives and touched so many hearts along the way. And that is how we move up in Mary Kay's. We take other women with us, we build them up, and you get selfless leaders like these 2 beautiful women, because they put themselves aside and they focused on meeting the needs of others. And Mary Kay Ash taught us, when you help enough women get what they want, you too will get what you want. And so as you look at their title, as you look at their beautiful, shiny new cars that they have earned on their way to all of the things that they are this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of everything in store for them. But those trophies and those titles and those cars and trips and everything else they are earning, in those diamonds, are just a representation of the lives and the influence and the significance that they are having as they impact others. So we are so proud of you both, and I'm so excited to be here to celebrate you both tonight. Soak in your moment.
I need to unmute everybody so they can all, oh shoot, how do I, okay. I can't unmute. Okay. Everybody unmute yourself.
Jody, that was amazing.
Oh my gosh. This is, I will tell you, I don't know that I ever want to do a debut in person again. It is so amazing to be able to get so many incredible women together. So Jody, thank you. Oh my gosh, your words were so powerful. And I truly hope, every consultant on here, my prayer for you tonight is that you relaunch your dream of your business. Whatever you want is waiting for you. And it's just so exciting. Okay, and I'm seeing so many directors hopping on. So this is the time where we are going to take our sales director oath. So let me screen share and we'll see how we do this. Okay, let's see if we can see this, because we are going to, oh good, I have April and Danielle right there. Okay, we are going to, if all of our sales directors could take our sales director oath and just know that I'm hugging you. It's so weird to be on the other side of the screen with you, but I am going to, I guess we're going to be saying it together. Do we want to say it together?
Sure.
Okay, all of our directors will say it together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I
solemnly swear to pledge, hold, and protect the Mary Kay image.
I will
always conduct myself with dignity,
building
my business
the
with the highest integrity
and integrity.
I will be
the essence of dependability,
Honoring
all the commitments that I make.
I will
uphold and support my sister sales directors
in the
in
daily practice
of the golden rule.
I will
always strive for a positive attitude,
setting
setting the example for others to follow.
I
I
dedicate
dedicate
myself
myself
to
to
the
the
Mary
Mary
Kay
Kay
Go
Go
Gift
Gift
Spirit
Spirit
and to enriching
into
women's
enriching
lives.
women's lives.
This I
This
pledge
I pledge
as a
as a
Mary
Mary
Kay
Kay
Sales
sales
Director. Yay!
director.
Wow!
Yay!
That was so much fun. And I hope that any consultant in the audience, I meant to say this before, that if you know that at some point in your life you want to be in leadership, I hope you said that with us, right? Because that is so powerful. Well, now we get to meet our brand new sales directors. And I love these women. I have watched them want things in their business, and I have watched them set them aside, and I have watched them fight for them. I have watched their lives be disrupted by this pandemic, only to be used as a stepping stone. That disruption became the bridge that allowed them to go after the real thing that they wanted and know that they could rely on themselves and God, and that they were willing and able to start to create the life that they desired to put together by their design. And it is so incredible, both of you, Danielle and April. It is such a joy to work with you. It is so much fun to see you fascinated with yourselves, only to grow through it. It is so incredible to watch you grab hold of your strengths and your talents, and to really have courage to step into the life that you really want. It is such a privilege to get to mentor you. I absolutely just love it. So thank you for the gift of getting to do life with you. And every one of you unit members, we've got 3 screens of people. I want you to know that. So as you guys are talking, I'm going to peruse the participant list so I can see who's on here. But up first, I want to introduce you to Danielle Helwig, who is in Sacramento, California, and she is the incredible and talented and so gifted leader of the incredible Color Outside the Lines unit.
Woo! Oh my gosh, so exciting. And I have one of my team members here, Vika. She's also logged on. But oh my gosh, I'm so just grateful and in awe that everybody is here and joined in to celebrate April and I. Oh my gosh, it's such a huge, huge honor. And it was definitely, you know, I think a lot of people look at 2020 and they had their like New Year's plans. And they had all of these things that they thought could happen or would happen, or they had dreams would happen, or things they wanted for like the new decade and all of these things. And I have to say that this wasn't even on my radar. Wasn't there. And I know a lot of people are at this point where like they had that big list of like New Year's Eve dreams, and like their year has gone in a different direction perhaps. And I have to say that I have the honor of having it gone into a way better direction than I possibly could have imagined. I started the year in a place where I really wasn't sure what the heck I was doing with Mary Kay, and it was side burner to the extreme, and was laid off because of COVID. Wasn't expecting that. Like, y'all would think Uncle Sam would still want his taxes and it would be fine, but got laid off from the tax firm I was working at. And for a few weeks was just like, I knew I had Mary Kay. So that instantly from that phone call made me feel so much better, because I knew I had my business. But at that moment still, I can honestly say it wasn't a plan of mine. It wasn't gonna be my thing. It was going to be the interim thing. It was going to be just something to get me by. And stepping into it and stepping into like the choice to work my business in a way where I was just kind of all in, which I hadn't been out of fear. And I hadn't like I always just kind of kept another option in my back pocket and was just nervous to do that. And going all in and meeting the women that I have along the way has been the best decision, the best thing that could have happened for 2020 for me. It wasn't necessarily my choice to get laid off, but I did choose to choose this business. And once I put that out there and asked the Lord for like the right question, I told Lisa, I was like, so I had to come to Jesus chat with Jesus. And I was avoiding the question for a long time. It was a couple of weeks of like, what should I do? What should I do? What is my path? What am I doing? And when I finally asked if it was Mary Kay, it was like the path cleared. And I was like, oh okay. I'm like, well, all right. And I went for it. And the women that I've met along the way have been incredible. Like new customers, reconnecting with new customers, women like my team that like came along with me. It is an incredible opportunity to see that once I made the decision to have some courage and actually go for it, the results have been more than I could have possibly imagined. To me, the idea of earning a car, like I always knew it was there. I knew so many women who had cars. I knew Chevy Malibus and Cadillac drivers. Like I've seen the cars, but the fact that like I just earned a Chevy Malibu, it still kind of rocks my world. I'm like so amazed by it. And right now I have to suffice with my poster because my car is still delivering and it's not here yet. But imagine this is a full, real, large, actual drivable vehicle. And Lisa sent us these amazing posters, but I'm just so grateful to the women who have joined in. I mean, I know Christina is on here, Christina Costa, and I'm so proud of her and the fight that she's given and who she's become along the way. And the fact that like, even as life is happening, she's still like putting her business in, she's chasing the dream of wanting to be a motivational speaker. And that to me is so cool. And Kristen Marsh is on here as well. And Kristen, I straight up met Kristen in an airport on the way back from Nashville, Tennessee, when I went for a seminar, and we just hit it off in front of a restaurant. And she got into a car accident like a day later, 2 days later, and still made the decision to join this team and to chase something and to follow something that she loved and pursue it. And to give her the possibility of shifting. She loves her career in social work, but it's exhausting. It's not that like positive, fill your cup up moment every single day. And she's come in and she's absolutely rocked it and created this whole new virtual world. Julene is on here, which is, we're going to introduce her sister in a minute, but Julene has fallen in love with the products. And I remember being on the first Zoom with Julene, and Julene was like, yeah, so I let the shampoo just trickle down my face, and that's how I washed it. And I'm like, oh, I know other people who have done that. Lisa Olivas. I was like, we can help. But it's just so amazing. And Amber Edson on my team, I have known Amber Edson since high school. And girl has lived through some life. And 3.5 years ago, I think it was the first time I ever talked to her about Mary Kay. And I know from day one that she would be a great at this business. And she joined my team in June of this year. And so when you believe in women and you see something, it just might not be the right time for them. They might just have other things going on in their life. But it's so incredible in this business to see who you meet along the way. And Vika, who is right here next to me, I never would have met her without this business. Because I walked into a dry cleaner and I met her best friend, and her best friend joined Mary Kay, and then her best friend invited her to her debut, and then she was at a couple more parties, and now Vika's sitting in my living room, and she is rocking a red jacket. I'm so proud of her. She has like moved up in this business. She has done so much. And I've seen you really like fight for the same thing, like work through the mindset, work through and make the decisions and know that this is what you want and be like hungry to figure out how to do it and what it can look like. And so I've got to mentor all these women along the way. And I mean, yeah, I get to drive the car. And yeah, I get to be the director. And I just got just got it today. I'm really excited. This is my first ring.
That's gorgeous.
So pumped. And this is for a new unit challenge. And it's because of my team and them coming along and seeing the vision with me that I got to earn this, and I get to wear this beautiful ring. It also came with $1,000 check, which wasn't bad either. I was pretty excited about that. But this is the first of 3. And so I just love it because I sit here in my living room now. And at the beginning of 2020, my dream wasn't even this big. I had been chasing and wanting a room and a place of my own. And that just seemed so unattainable from where I was at that moment. And like this wall that's behind me has always been like, you know, a dream of mine to just have this fun tropical like place that I get to create on my own. And so finishing this wall, I'm like, wow, I didn't even think I would have a place of my own to be able to do this at the beginning of this year. And so has it been a heck of a year? Yeah. But when you choose to make the best out of it, it's incredible. So I'm really excited and just so proud of being able to lead these women and having like these mentors and everybody that's here. So I also get to introduce one of my seriously favorite humans. I met April looking through the photo to figure out when it was. It looks like it was about 3.5 to 4 years ago. We met in Lisa's living room, in her house, and when we went to and it was a super fun event. And I just remember meeting April, and she was the girl who was dancing to all the music, had all the jams going on in the bedroom, and it was so fun to like get to know you. And girl, I have seen you grow so much, like so much. I remember we had a serious heart-to-heart July 2018 at seminar.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Outside the hotel room, there may have been a few tears involved.
We're in our gowns. We're
in our gowns and we were crying. But you have worked through so much to get to this point of becoming a sales director, and to be able to get to do director and qualification with you and get to run this race and get to earn this car with you in those moments where I started doubting about the ability to like earn this car and if it was going to happen. I thought about you and I was like, I cannot let this girl down. Like, we got to do this. We got to make this happen. Like, when you have a running buddy and a power partner, it makes so much of a difference because you're like, I can't let them down. And so to be able to introduce you, April, as the sales director of the Relentless unit makes me so excited.
Oh my gosh, Danielle, thank you so much. I absolutely love you. Like, we were talking about, I remember 2018, we're at seminar and we were talking about how would it be if we both were directors at the same time, and we made it happen, right? And to run a race with you and earn cars together. Oh my gosh, if there's consultants on here, you guys find a power partner, run with them. It's so much easier and so much, you get someone to like fall back upon, or someone to actually kick you, to be like, nope, you are not, I am not letting you do that or any of that. But thank you, Danielle. I absolutely love your heart. And I love that you keep me accountable. Love you, girl. But when you become a director, you guys, get to make up a team name, a unit name. And for the longest time, I was like, okay, like, what am I going to call my team? What am I going to call my team? And so if you guys know me, I am from Hawaii, Hawaii girl, moved to the Bay Area, stayed in San Francisco / Oakland for about 10 years. And then now I'm in the desert, Las Vegas. But in the Bay Area, you guys, I just immersed myself in the culture, and I absolutely love like the Bay Area team. So one of my favorites is the Golden State Warriors. I know you guys can hate on me, whatever, but I love this quote from Steph Curry, and this is where I got my team name. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you have or don't have. All you need is to have faith in God, an undying passion for what you do and what you choose to do in this life, and a relentless drive and the will to do whatever it takes to be successful in whatever you put your mind to. Steph Curry. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's it. Relentless. We are going to be the relentless unit. So you guys, without further ado, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to introduce you to the amazing people that makes up the relentless unit. And without them, honestly, we would not be a unit. So I absolutely love you guys from the bottom of my heart for pushing me and for actually selecting me to be your leader, to be your mentor, and to just trust me as I mentor you all into the better version of yourself. So I'm going to go down the list. We're going to keep it short and sweet. And then after, maybe if we have some time after, I'm going to talk a little bit about each and every one of you. If not, we'll talk at the end, but you guys know how much I love you. So Carla's here. Absolutely love you, Carla. Daisha, Nikki, Auntie Eileen, Japay, Annabelle, Cheryl, Charisse, Cassandra, Kaylin, Brandy, Fatima, Chastity, Stacy, Princess, Sharnay, Alyssa, Amanda Lopez, Amanda Rawling, Sabrina, Lori, Nolani, Angelica, Thelma, Auntie Lonnie, Jasmine Remigio. I have a Jasmine Ross. I have 2 Jasmines on my team. Rebecca Smith, Lisa Torres, Lynn, Ashley, and Miss Miller. You guys are the relentless unit. And I couldn't be more of a thankful leader to lead you guys on, to watch you guys grow, to aim for your dreams. Even when you think you can't, like I'm there cheering you on. So just know that. Thank you for allowing me to be your leader. And honestly, I want to pick any other group because we are having a car pickup party at the ending of this month because the Chevy Malibu is shipped. So Las Vegas, if you're in the Las Vegas area, you guys are invited to the car pickup party. I will let you know the date and time. But you guys, this is where I started in Mary Kay. I started as an independent beauty consultant. Honestly, my journey started when a close family friend, basically family, introduced me to Mary Kay. And so I wanted to say thank you. And Lisa knows her. Her name is Verna, but in our family, in our Filipino culture, she's older than me, so I call her Manang Bing. That's her name. So I love the products. She introduced me to the products. And honestly, that cleared up my skin, my acne skin that I had. And I didn't have any skincare routine, you guys, honestly. So I lived in Hawaii and we would get like lotion from Victoria's Secret and that would go on my face. Like, honestly, I'm being honest right now. So to have Mary Kay, she like literally cleared my skin and I love the product. So after that, she introduced the business to me and I'm like, sure, sign up as a new beauty consultant and got my products at half off. Like, yes, I was a discount diva then, right? And I didn't really thought about Mary Kay as a business to make money until I saw other people's lives change through their Mary Kay. And with that, it allowed me to dream, you guys. So my Mary Kay followed me from San Francisco all the way to Las Vegas. We can do that because we have no territories. I can even bring it to Hawaii and sell out in Hawaii because we have no territories, right? Which is amazing in that. And so here in Las Vegas, right, life happened. And what I can truly say is it's amazing to have a Mary Kay business because of the fact that you can pick up where you left off. You can, because you're your own boss, you can hire yourself and fire yourself anytime you want, which is amazing, right? And thank goodness I had my Mary Kay. And it's through this business that I've gained the life skills that I wasn't even taught in college. It's the friendships that I've built that I absolutely cherish, and the amazing mentors, oh my gosh, that wants to see you succeed, earn cars, trips around the world, diamond rings, and most importantly, grow into the best version of yourself. And I'm most happy that I had my Mary Kay business running, especially during this pandemic. So fast forward, right? April 2020. Clearly, we were newly in this pandemic, didn't know what this virus was going to do. And what I thought was a secure job that I had, my full-time job, wasn't. Like Danielle, she was laid off, I was furloughed. And while I was on the phone with HR as they were furloughing me, automatically my Mary Kay popped into my head. And that's when things were shutting down, you guys. That was April, right? Things were shutting down. The only thing that remained open was our Mary Kay cosmetic business, which is amazing. Like other like makeup places, they were shut down because it was storefront. With us, we were able to work virtually. Like, oh my gosh, what an amazing thing that came out of the pandemic. It's our Mary Kay business. We were able to work virtually. So that's when I went to work for myself. I worked the hardest that I've ever done in my business. And because of that focus and that immediate need, I went for it. And I led my team to go on target for our first of many Mary Kay career cars, and simultaneously went on target to become a director during a pandemic. You guys, how crazy is that? During a pandemic, right? So basically what was happening was I was starting the process of becoming a director, which is what Jody had mentioned was 2% of the company. So here I was, April 2020, didn't think that I would get furloughed while everybody was waiting for their stimulus check, you guys. And I could tell you in Las Vegas, some people waited for an entire month for that check, right? And they were laid off from their job. I had to instantly pivot. And because I'm an adult, I have adult bills and I have to pay them. So I couldn't pay my bills with emotions. So I had to get to work. And so I decided to work virtually. It was so new to us, but you know what? I ran with it. And it's amazing. It was the best thing because we could touch different states at the same time. And honestly, it was my way to just check in on my friends, on my family, just to make sure that they were okay on that other end of that camera. So that gave me a peace of mind. And what better way to do it through your Mary Kay? You know, we were able to pamper them and do all of that. And so this Mary Kay career is guaranteed, even through a pandemic. And what do they say? There's 3 things that are recession proof, right? Makeup, alcohol, and tobacco. Makeup's not going anywhere. Women's not going to give over their mascara or anything. They want something that will make them look and feel good during a time where it's like hectic out in the world, right? And a wise person, Lisa, once told me, when you determine what you want and you plan backwards and then you follow that plan forward, you'll hit your goal. And the variable is that when we stop and we don't show up to what we want and don't follow the plan, that's where you don't hit your goal. So I knew what to do. I went to work and got it done. And in my gut, during this pandemic, it was like a blessing in disguise. And I knew that I was meant for something more, but I didn't think it was my Mary Kay that I would shine. And let me leave you with this before we move on. This quote from Mary Kay is, God didn't have time to make a nobody, only a somebody. So I believe that each of us has God-given talents within us waiting to be brought to fruition. So thank you guys. And I appreciate you guys for being on and for cheering both me and Danielle. And Danielle, oh my gosh, I'm going to bring her along before we go to our speaker, because we have something for our amazing senior sales director. Danielle, if you can hop off real quick. Okay, perfect.
All right.
So we put this together real quick because we're on the same wavelength. But we wanted to thank you, Lisa, for everything that you have done for us, for believing for breathing belief in us, even when we couldn't even see it ourselves. And you already know we're leaders. It's just that we had to get out of our own way and just go for what God has given us and paid for us. So Danielle, did you want to?
Yep, here it is. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, we went back through some of the Rolodexes of life to find some gem photos, which this is the career conference that I had the opportunity to meet April, and we hit it off. And so we just put together a couple of fun photos for you, Lisa, as a huge thank you. This was like the We Can Do It. This was, we got to do the Cadillac March together for you. This was the first time I ever walked across the Mary Kay stage, being honored for anything. And it was so cool. So there's Lisa over here and April, and she said then that she wanted to impact generations, and I know that she's going to, especially with her dream in the Philippines. So we got to represent the Future Outrageous Joy area. This was one of our first like get-togethers at your house back in the day. One of the first times that I walked into a home and was like, oh my gosh, you can do something with Mary Kay. Like, look at this house. It was so inspiring. And I'm sure you remember this, Lisa, but this was somewhere in the Bay Area. And this was her adopted sales director, who is she a Maritime now?
No, not yet.
Not quite, but National Sales Director Thea Elvin. And this was the night that I signed my commitment to go into DIQ and become a director. And that felt absolutely ludicrous and crazy. And my face was basically that. But we got to celebrate it at seminar together. And we had that amazing dinner at corporate. Some photos from the bus in seminar of April and I celebrating. And there's my mom. She got to come and join us on that trip. But one of the things that I absolutely loved was this: when you always speak belief into us, you always let us try on your diamond rings. You just create such a vision for us. And this was in Dallas at the airport, our mashed potato buffet out in Nashville recently. And we just got to hang out with you and see the life that you've built there. And it was so fun. We got to go to brunch. But this was one of my favorite photos. And this was from June of 2018. And the timelines may have readjusted. But this picture totally, it happened. And this is us right now. This is a picture for anybody who doesn't know what this is. Leadership is an event just for directors. And so this was April and I's pinky promise to one another and to Lisa that we would become directors together and that we would be at leadership. And so thank you, Lisa, for being an absolutely incredible mentor.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. I love all those pictures. Oh my gosh.
There were so many more, so I had to pare it down.
No, I love them, especially the food ones.
Oh, we didn't even get
All
there.
about food. Oh my gosh. And for our guests and our friends, I hope you are just, for our guests, I hope you're just in awe going, this does not happen at my work. Like, my coworkers would not say this about me. And my coworkers from other departments that work in other parts of the company would not take time out. Gang, we have so many women on here that are not related to us in Mary Kay that are here celebrating this group of women and this achievement. And it's absolutely incredible. The community of Mary Kay, when women just let themselves come in and accept the community of Mary Kay, it's part of the personal growth, because you get to see so many women that you're like, she excels in that area. You know what? I have that in me. I should develop that. It is so cool. And we're going to wrap up with my friend September. And I know we're probably going to go a few minutes over. So if you need to hop off, we fully understand. And for our guests, please get the guest registration link from your consultant, because we have prize drawings that we're going to be doing from that guest registration link, and a real fun signing bonus if you've decided you want to join us. So I'm going to talk a little bit about September. I love this. I love the way she wrote her accolades. So I have to read some of these. She was raised in a small town of less than 1,000 people. Danielle, I think you guys could have grown up together. As an athlete and the daughter of a high school athletic director, her first job was at 8 years old selling stationery door to door. And there the entrepreneurial seed was planted. She graduated from Texas A&M with a degree in Spanish and Latin American studies and landed her dream job as an entrepreneur with the governments of Ecuador and Colombia. When she heard about the Mary Kay opportunity, it was everything she ever wanted. She just didn't realize it would come in a pink package. Even though it was outside of her comfort zone, she started her business in June of 2001 and got engaged to her husband 2 weeks later. Her husband, Tim, was a 4th grade teacher for 10 years. And 4 years ago, he left his job to homeschool their crazy fun kids. They have 4 kids, ages 15 to 8. They love the outdoors, and they love their favorite activities include biking, hiking, and camping. As a newlywed, September earned her very first car in 6 weeks of qualification and replaced her full-time corporate income 2 weeks later. She's earned the beautiful pink Cadillac within her first year as a director, and she earned 4 cars that year. Gang, that's reality in our world. Like, people save up their whole life to make one of those happen. Her highest unit club has been the $500,000, which is $500,000 of product in 1 year. Her highest commission check in 1 month, including sales, was over $17,000. She's earned 11 career cars. I'm going to add up all of our cars when you're talking. With her 6th beautiful pink Cadillac. Please welcome my beautiful friend from Weatherford, Texas, September James. Oh, she's muted. Okay, let's get her to unmute.
It's okay, I did it. Yay!
Got it.
Oh, thank you so much for that. I'm so glad you read that, so I don't need to tell too much about me. So you guys, thank you so much for being here. For your friends, it means so much to Danielle and April. I know it does. And the taking an hour out of your day is huge. And so I know you don't know me, but I'm just telling you, it's a really big deal, just like Jody said. So I seriously, like, my jaw is hurting because I've been smiling so much. I don't know if you guys are the same way, but this is just such a joy. And it's so fun. You know, I keep thinking as I'm watching this, what I am thinking more than anything is that our choices affect others in way bigger of a way than we can imagine. And so starting with Lisa, I know, girlfriend, because this is not a get rich quick scheme. And we do have obstacles when we own our own business. And I know there have been times that you have thought, oh my goodness, Lord, is this really what you have for me? Because what I'm going through right now personally is really hard. Or that person was really mean to me just now, and how could she, or whatever obstacle that we hit. And you chose to keep your focus and intention clear, and you chose to not quit. And look what you have done, Lisa, in the lives of these 2 women, because you chose to not quit. And so I want to thank you, Lisa, for the lives that you have impacted through your choice to continue and to be a life impactor, not letting any obstacle stop you from your vision. And so not only have you impacted Danielle and April, but all of these people that they have impacted and will impact. And then girls like me and Jody, who get to be in your life and around your positivity. So thank you, Lisa. And Danielle and April, the choices you made, you guys said it so well. I wrote down, Danielle, what I love is when you talked about you had a choice when you got laid off. And the Mary Kay business was back there, and you had a choice, and you chose to put effort into your Mary Kay business. Our choices affect others. When we choose to work, it affects others. When we choose not to work, ouch, it affects others. And Danielle, I love that you gave examples of women that you met randomly outside this restaurant or at this dry cleaners. You chose to look for women that God's putting in your life, and look how you're affecting them positively. How cool is that? And if that isn't convicting enough, I mean, what about tomorrow when you don't feel like it, but you choose to put a smile on your face anyway and be a blessing to that woman that crosses your path? You never, ever know. So Danielle, thank you for sharing about the choice that you made. My challenge to the guest, even to the consultants and my sister directors, hi sister directors, watching, is for all of us, when we look in the mirror and we don't like what we see in our own businesses, we get to say, well, if you don't like it, you can go change it, right? And we have a choice to make. And so for the guests watching, I would challenge you to get information about this Mary Kay business. I'm not sure what else you need after watching this kind of awesome event. It may not be anywhere on your radar, but man, you never know unless you give it a try. And you never know what's going to happen where you need to be able to make a choice. So why not give it a try now, so that when you have to make a choice, you have the choice. So thank you, Danielle, for talking about choices. I love that. April, what I love, my favorite quote, first off, you're so dang adorable. Like, that's why my jaw is hurting. Y'all are so cute. Amen. Everybody, they're so adorable. And April, you said that I can't pay my bills with my emotions. Oh, doggy, who loved that? Who loved that quote? I can't pay my bills with my emotions. I think that's something that we all need to write down on a sticky note, put it everywhere, because I don't think I'm the only woman that sometimes can let emotions get the best of you. And we have to remind ourselves that we can't pay our bills with our emotions. In April, you had a choice and you chose to do it. We always say in Mary Kay, we look for women that have 3 qualities: a great attitude, a great work ethic, and a willingness to learn. And honestly, nothing else matters. This is the truth. If you have a great attitude, I don't care what age you are. I don't care about your educational background. You have a good work ethic. I don't care what's on your resume. I don't, because I can name 2 women. There's a bunch, but I can name 2 women right now, a part of our Mary Kay company. One barely got her high school degree. One got her MBA from Harvard, and they both make the same amount of money. The average about $65,000 a month. It doesn't matter. We don't measure success by that piece of paper. We measure success by these kinds of women like April and Danielle, with a great attitude, a great work ethic, and a willingness to learn. And so congratulations for being those kinds of women. And those of you watching, if that describes you, you need to know that you can do it too. What they're doing is proving to all of us that it can be done. And by them choosing to work, they're proving to all of us that there are women out there right now waiting for you and for me to smile, to be a bright distraction, a happy distraction, a bright light in their life, and to say, hey, you know what? I want to be able to give you a choice, because you do have a choice. One of my favorite quotes, and this I kept thinking about as both of you were speaking, is that you can measure the character of a woman by the size of the obstacle it takes to stop her. You can measure the character of a woman by the size of the obstacle it takes to stop her. So I think there have been a few obstacles the last 6 months, right? And so congratulations to those of you who choose to do it anyway, and who choose to be a bright light and be used by God in this incredible time in our history, where now more than ever, we have what women need. So thank you guys for being those kinds of women. And if you don't describe yourself currently as someone with a great attitude and a great work ethic and a willingness to learn, my question to you is, which one do you want to start growing in? Because I guarantee you, Mary Kay is the best self-improvement program you'll ever get paid to take. So thank you, Danielle and April and Lisa, for the honor of asking me to be a part of this special event. You guys have inspired all of us and for sure have inspired me. So bless you so much. I'm so grateful to be called your sister sales director. Yay!
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, this has just been absolutely amazing. And again, we just want to thank everybody for our units, the Relentless unit and the Color Outside the Lines unit. I keep seeing everybody's face go by as I look at all the pages, and we're just so excited that you are part of our Mary Kay family. If you are a guest and you listened in for your consultant, we hope you fell in love with us tonight. We absolutely do, that you fall even more in love with your beauty consultant. And if you heard something tonight or you saw something that you're like, I want more of that. You know, maybe you got excited that you could earn a free car. Maybe you love this recognition in this girl club that's super positive. Maybe you love the idea of being an entrepreneur and you love the idea of having a better resume or better life skills. Maybe you love the advancement opportunities, or if you're like me, I'm not going to lie, you love the multiple streams of income. You know, you absolutely love that from a company that's not multi-level. Talk with your consultant, get your questions answered, and get started. Because you know what? The worst thing can happen is that it's not for you. But I think more women take more time trying to figure that out, where you know what, you might know it by then, or you might have already earned $1,000 by then, you know, and you never know. And so tonight I tried to talk these two out of it, but they insisted. So if you are a guest tonight and you decide, I have to show you my cute picture, in the next 24 hours that you have decided and started your Mary Kay business, then this gets to be your signing bonus. And I tried to talk them out of it because I'm like, that's too big. And they're like, nope, it's a party. We're doing it. So it is the multi-masking set, because this is the best thing you can start with. It's a free charcoal mask, a free, I always say it wrong, but it's a hydration mask, and the applicator. And so that is for anybody who makes a decision the next 24 hours. Your consultant will let us know. It's 3 options. The biggest gift our company gave us is to have our $30 e-start. And for $30, you have the ability to start a business and see where you want to take it, to develop personal growth, to develop cash. But you get a free website, you get a free credit card processing for a year. Talk with your beauty consultant about that. You can do an enhanced starter kit if you want to, and take advantage of our full gorgeous starter kit that's got several $100s in free products, but still not this. So you still need this because it's not in there, right? And there are just so many options. But our biggest wish for all of our guests is that you take a chance, truly, and you see what you could do with this, because I can promise you none of us thought that we would be doing something with this until we actually tried it. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you for celebrating our amazing leaders and their units. And what a celebration. We are patiently waiting. Actually, I'm lying. We're not patiently waiting for their cars. We're not patient anymore. We want them now, right? And so thank you so much. Make sure for our guests that you get the guest registration link from your consultant. And if your consultant doesn't have it, she can reach out to one of us, because we want to make sure we're going to be drawing for several lipsticks and lip glosses and mascaras from this guest registration forms, and we'll be doing that tomorrow. Have an amazing evening. I'll keep the Zoom open in case any friends and family want to stay on and tell your people how amazing they are. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye-bye.
Yes, thank you so much for all of the friends and family. Oh my goodness. And I have to give a shout out to Marlena, who's on here with me. So you can see her with the awesome little Christmas tree. She's my assistant. She is 16 years old, and she's my driver and my project worker on my office. And she, in the course of this
Decorator.
Yeah, and a decorator. I'm like, girl, what? Like, come over.